and welcome to Rooted in Yad, where I share what it's really like living in Jamaica. So, if you are planning to move here or you're thinking about moving here, I talk about what to expect and how to thrive. And today I want to talk about the internet and phone systems here in Jamaica because that's something that I feel like people need to know because it does work differently than in places like Canada and the US and the UK and places like that. Um, so the way I'll talk about the phone system first because it relates. So the way the phone systems work here um, is they work on a credit system. Okay, so let's say in Canada you pay your monthly phone bill, whatever price it is, and then you get a certain amount of internet. Usually you get unlimited calling across Canada at minimum. Um, and you get voicemail and this and that. Okay, for Jamaica, it's not like that. For Jamaica, it's like I want to say it's almost like how the '90s were, where like they when we used to have like unlimited calling after 9 or something after 7, I don't know, something like that, or you could only call certain places. It's like that, but actually a little older. So how Jamaica works is that it's a credit system, meaning that each second you are on a call costs money. It might cost you, I don't know, 5 Jamaican cents per second or something, but each second you are on a call costs you money. Unless you purchase, you can purchase monthly plans, but many people don't because for many people that cost is prohibitive. And also, I just find that those plans are expensive. Like I'm looking at the monthly plans and I'm like, this is comparable to Canada price. Why am I paying Canada price for phone plan in Jamaica when the phone plan isn't even that good? Like if you pay for a monthly phone plan, I don't think you get unlimited. I have to check. I don't think you get unlimited data. So let's say the phone plan's like, I don't know, it was something ridiculous for the monthly phone plan. Was it 6,000 something dollars Jamaican? It was like $60 Canadian. Like that's what I mean by it's comparable. Like the same price I would find in Canada, I'm finding here for a monthly plan. And the monthly plan isn't even for a full month, it's for 28 days. So you see like how in March has 31 days, you're not getting the full month. You're only getting 28 days and then it renews. It's only a 28-day plan. They call it a monthly plan, but it's a lie. It's a 28-day plan. Um, so, uh, yeah, so that's kind of how the phone system here works. So, in terms of buying credit, what people usually do is they will purchase, you can top up the credit, you can do it online, you can buy little cards. Uh, so you'd get like the chip or the SIM card, and then you'd buy like little cards of credit from whoever is selling credit, whichever little shop. Usually the little shops then will sell credit. So you buy some credit from them, and then you can put a plan on your phone, or you can make a call, make the call that you need to make. And then that's it. I don't know if it's still like this, but I know back when I was first here in 2015, if okay, let me explain. There are two phone systems, phone plan providers. These are also the internet providers in Jamaica. There is Flow, which used to be Lime. Maybe in some places it's still called Lime, but there's Flow and there's Digicel. And those are the only two phone providers here in Jamaica. As far as I'm aware, there is not another phone provider. At least there aren't other phone providers that are as accessible. Um, and yeah, these phone systems you have to. So when you buy credit with either the Flow or you buy credit with Digicel. And back then in 2015, how it used to work is that let's say you had a Flow chip SIM card. Let's say if you had a Flow chip and you want to call a Digicel number, it's going to cost you more to call Digicel than it will to cost a Flow number. Now, than it will to call a Flow number. Now, I don't know if it's still like that. I would assume that it is, but just be aware of that. That they're the two phone service providers. When you purchase a monthly plan, you're not going to have to worry about that because then you get unlimited minutes. And sometimes if you purchase, because they have shorter plans, they have like they have 1 day plans and 3 day plans and 7 day plans. Like they have shorter plans and it works up to a month, right? The 28-day plan. Um, so you can purchase shorter plans. I will say that if you purchase shorter plans and you're renewing them over and over throughout the month, it will cost you more than paying for the monthly plan. So it's better to go with the monthly plan in that case. Um, but you can, if you only need data for like you're out and you only need it for a specific day or a specific few days, you just put enough credit on your phone and then there's certain codes that you type in your phone that will bring up like a little prompt window, and then you can purchase the plan from there with the credit that you have on your phone. It takes some getting used to. It's something I did find annoying when I first moved here, but I guess having the credit system does make it more accessible to people because people here can just be like, oh, they're just going to purchase, they're just going to get $100 credit and just to make the call that they need. $100 is about $1 Canadian. So they're just going to, purchase like a small amount of credit to make the calls that they need to make. Um, but it does get annoying if you need to like call a service provider for something, or if you need to call, let's say, the immigration or something like that, or call your bank, because then you're going to have to wait on hold and that is going to eat up your credit. So just be aware of that. Now, in terms of the internet, that's the phone. In terms of the internet, again, it's only Flow or Digicel, or if you decide to purchase the Hitlerite Man's internet, I heard that works very well. It's just, again, very cost prohibitive. It's a large upfront cost, and then uh, it costs quite a bit each month after that to use the internet. So a lot of people just use the local internet here, either Flow or Digicel. I will also say, just going back to the phones, because I forgot to mention this, I will also say when you come here and you are getting a SIM card, get them both. Get both Flow and Digicel, because when one goes out, you can use it. When one goes out, which will happen at some point, okay, you can use the other one. And also in some areas, Flow works better, and in some areas, Digicel works better. Like in the area I'm in right now, Digicel works pretty good. It works well enough. It probably works better than Flow, but like where my husband's parents live, only Flow works out there. You cannot get a signal with Digicel out there. So just be aware of that. Like I would say purchase them both. Purchase both SIM cards and then put credit on both of them. If you purchase them and you do not put credit on both of them, or you do not use them, make a call on them or anything, the Flow or Digicel, they will give away the number to somebody else. So you want to also make sure periodically, I don't know, like once every 3 months or something, that you're using your chips, you're making a call from them or something, because again, they will swipe that number and give it to somebody else, and then you will just have a dead chip. Yeah, so I think that's what I wanted to say there. For the internet, yep, Flow, Digicel. I will say that I believe Digicel internet works better than Flow. As far as I'm aware, Digicel internet, they have the fiber optic cables or something like that. They have some really high speed, fast internet. Um, and I think they have less downtime than Flow. Uh, some people call Flow slow Flow. Right? There's slow Flow and Dirty Digicel, but I think that both of them are just. I also think it's Dirty Flow and Dirty Digicel. I think they're both in the same league that way. But I have heard that Flow's internet, people find it much slower than Digicel. So if you need good, strong internet, you're probably going to want to go with Digicel. Just be aware that sometimes the internet is going to go out. And I think this will be with either Flow or with Digicel. The internet will go, and it doesn't matter if you pay your bill. Okay, it doesn't matter if you pay your bill on time. Sometimes the internet's just going to be down. And sometimes you may have to give them a call before it triggers in their system that there is an outage or that there is an issue. I've had enough times where I have, honestly, I really hate Flow, but that's what we use over here. I've had to call them umpteenth times to tell them about their internet, for them to tell me there's no outage in your area, and then I wait on the line, and then, oh, there's an outage in your area. I wouldn't have had to wait on the line for you to tell me that if you told me that the first time. Whatever. I know there's an outage because the internet's not working. Anyway, um, so yeah, just be aware. And then when the internet goes down, right, you have your chips. So let's say if flow is down in my area, um, because I have a Digicel chip, I will just put like a 1 or 3 day plan on my phone, and then I will be able to have internet, and have a certain amount of gigabyte to be able to use. So at least I can do this or do that. Um, so that's what I would say. I would also say ensure I was gonna say ensure you get a phone that has dual SIM. You could just bring two phones. Um, because I think, yeah, I have two phones. I have an older Samsung that I don't use. Um, I'm surprised that it still works because it wasn't really working, and well, it works. So I have an older Samsung and I have a newer one. And I have the Digicel chip in this one. I don't think I have the Flow. I don't think I have the Flow chip in the other one. But my husband has a dual SIM phone, so he just carries both chips in that phone, right? Instead of you having to carry two phones, if you have a phone that has dual SIM, then you can carry one from Flow and one from Digicel. So if one don't work, you don't have to go pull out a next phone. You can just switch whichever one you're using from within your phone. Um, okay, so I think that's all I wanted to share there. So in summary, I just wanted you to be aware of how the phone and internet systems work. In terms of the phone, it is a credit system. So you have to put credit on the phone in order for you to make a call, because each second of the call will cost you money. As a side note, I said summary, this is not a summary. As a side note, you may notice that if you make calls to Jamaicans, they, I don't know if you've noticed this already, but they don't really say bye. Uh, like if it's like a phone call with credit, they call, they say what they need to say, you say what you need to say, and it's like, all right, click. Like they're not wasting any credit on it. Okay, all right. See, they're not wasting any credit on that. It's say what you need to say, I say what I need to say. All right, good. Click. That's it. It's something that I joked with my husband about when like we were just going out or when we got married. I was like, you guys don't really say bye. Like you just like you're like the people who are on the phone in the movies, where like they just have a conversation and then they just click and end the call. Um, I do this. I'm a real millennial. I do this. I don't know if like Gen Z would go like this to represent a smartphone. I do this to represent the I don't know. I was gonna say rotary phone, not but the phone where you click down. Anyway, office phone. Um, anyway, I used to joke that like Jamaicans were like the people in the movies were on the phone, because I'm like, why are these people that are on the phone in the movies and they just know the conversation ends and then they just hang up the phone? Like, how do you know the person wasn't gonna say something else? But Jamaicans are, well, I guess when each second costs money on the phone, you learn to say what you need to say real quick, and then you click off, and then that's it. Um, okay, to officially summarize, there are two phone and internet providers in Jamaica. That is Flow and Digicel. My recommendation is when you come here, you get a chip with both. Get a phone, preferably with dual SIM. If not, have two phones and get a chip, put it in each of them, ensure there is credit on each of them. So when light is gone, meaning when the power goes out, you have a way to get internet. Or if like one phone or internet service provider is down, if Flow is down, then you use Digicel. If Digicel is down, then you use Flow. And also in certain areas, one works better than the other. So you may need to just like if you're going to be in an area, for example, when I go visit my in-laws, I have to use Flow because there's no Digicel, just does not, there is no picking up Digicel out there. Just that pocket just does not have Digicel at all. So just be aware of that. And in certain areas, you may not have a choice, right? Like as I said with my in-laws, only Flow works there. Or again, if you want to purchase Mr. Man's internet, Mr. Muskie Man's internet, you can do that. I might have to do that at some point. I heard it works very well. People said that, so Hurricane Beryl that happened in 2024, some people had that internet and they said it worked right throughout the hurricane, uh, which is amazing. So if you need really good, strong internet, like the internet you can't have it cut out at all, maybe that's the route you want to go. But I personally find that the Flow internet is all right. And that's one thing I said summary twice. It's not a summary. One thing I want to talk about is the speed. The internet speeds, I find them to be fine. They're really good. My husband and I, we play games, right? We both have YouTube channels. In fact, this is my second or third channel. This is just another channel that I have. I watch YouTube all the time. We stream shows all the time. We're watching anime all the time. We're playing games all the time, like on our computers. Like, we're playing games, internet games all the time, just fine. So when I say the internet works, it works just fine. And in fact, back in 2015, 2016, in 2016, when I was working from home, because I worked from home, that's actually how I got started working from home. I got started working from home in Jamaica. Um, and when I was working from home and making calls on the computer, I was doing so with this internet. It worked just fine for that. The only time it didn't work is when it stopped working or when the light went out. And then when that happened, I would have the chip on the phone and I would use the data on the phone to continue doing what I was doing. If the internet didn't just come back on or if the light didn't come back on within a few minutes. The speed is good, so you don't need to worry about the speed necessarily. It's just because I find that it's fine, right? If I can stream shows online, like Netflix and all of that works just fine. Amazon Prime Video works just fine. If I can stream all of that, in fact, we have an Amazon Fire Stick. If I can stream all of that, watch all my shows and everything, and play online games, I don't know what else I would need stronger internet for. You need good internet to play online games. So, and they have, different different internet packages available as well. Okay, so for the third time to summarize, if possible, get yourself a phone with dual SIM so you can put both the Flow and Digicel chip in there. Otherwise, bring two phones with you, or you bring one phone and maybe you can buy another like cheap. They sell decent cheap smartphones here that I haven't seen in Canada. So you can maybe go buy one cheap one and put a chip in there if you want. You don't have to bring another phone with you. You can buy one cheap one from here. Um, and yeah, so that you have access to both chips, so that if the internet goes down or if one phone service goes down, you have the other one to deal with, as well as the internet. I find it good enough. I can upload my YouTube videos. I can play games, online games. I can stream my shows. I don't have an issue. If I have an issue, maybe it's like my internet, the plan I have is not, it needs to be a better plan, if anything. But the one I have even right now is fine. So, yeah, so that's it. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found this informative. If you did, do let me know. If you are Jamaican or you're an expat or repat or someone who recently moved here or moved back here, do let me know if there's anything I missed that you think people need to know or understand about Flow and Digicel, or about the phone service providers out here. Um, yeah, that'll probably, commenting that information will probably help somebody else, because there are people who are looking to move out here or move back here. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I will end it here for today. So again, thank you for watching this video. Again, I didn't even say, whatever. Thank you for watching this video. And I hope it was informative, and I will see you in the next one.